nation of Nigeria. Wọ́n wá lo gbogbo agbára, gbogbo effort ni wọ́n lò láti yọ gbogbo ìlànà. Òun ni tí wọ́n ń táwọn Boko Haram tó ya wọlé. Káàmì yẹn ni làwọn Boko Haram gbọ́. Wọ́n pààyàn lọ́kùnrin, wọ́n pààyàn lọ́sì láti fi ba ìjọba ẹ̀ jẹ́. Táìmì náà fún àwọn tí wọ́n gẹ̀. Táìmì náà wọ́n jí a lot of students ìgbé just because wọ́n fẹ́ da orí ìjọba ìgbólẹ̀. Gbogbo ìlànà ó lè dàtí fún Nàìjíríà gbà ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ fà á nìyẹn tí wọ́n ṣe gbé tí ẹ ṣe pé kí Peter Obi ó contest ní 1 million times kò lè wọlé. Torí ẹni tí àwọn alágbára tó ń kọ̀ tó Nàìjíríà ẹni tó bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kó dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa dé bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n lè jẹ́ kẹ́ni tó máa dé bẹ́ẹ̀ tó máa wá fún àwọn ọmọ ìyá òkè. Ìdí tí wọ́n ti jẹ́ kí bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ọgbọ́n Yorùbá agbárí Yorùbá tí bàbá lò fún wọn. Bàbá ṣe lè fún wọn pé ọjọ́ kú ti dé tó bá ti báyìí tó mọ̀ fún bàbá play politics yìí. Bàbá tí wọ́n ní wọ́n ń tọ̀ lé wọ́n ṣe kíní kan tó ń gbọ̀n bí wọ́n ṣe ó ń ṣàwò. Ẹ̀rí bàbá sáré já lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Mo sọ fún yín àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá Ọlọ́run dá wa pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n. As a matter of fact, mi ò rò pé politician kan wà tó lágbárí tó Tinubu. Láti ní bàbá ẹ wá lu agbárí tó lọ fún yìí, ẹ wá lu ọgbọ́n yìí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá Tinubu ṣe kọ̀ọ̀kan ni? Àwọn olóyìnbó pé wọ́n sábòdì ìjẹ́pọ̀ tí wọ́n ní. Torí wọ́n mọ̀ pé ọwọ́ tí bàbá ń gbé ọwọ́ láti lè jẹ́ kó ní kálukú máa bá tiẹ̀ lọ ní ẹ̀bàjà tọ́ra wa. Yá ẹja lókè fún olówó ẹ̀dá.
May God help Nigeria and may God bless Nigeria. For the country is so hard and it's quite unfortunate that this is Prince Excel reporting live in Ikorodu, and here right now at Jubilee Estate, Ikorodu to be precise, on the major road. And as you can see, this is an early morning on Thursday morning. Fortunate situation just happened right now. Man just committed suicide on the major road at Jubilee Estate in front of Lasma Gate. Here at Ikorodu, to be precise, on Shagamu Road. Watch the video as we cover. This is live on the major road. Prince Excel of Ayekoto reporters reporting live at Ikorodu, Thursday, the 11th of July, 2024. Quite unfortunate what the country can do to people. People are bearing the consequences in this country, and as you can see, this is a major road suicide that has just happened. May God help Nigeria and may God bless Nigeria. For the country is so hard, and it's quite unfortunate that the country has pushed people to do more than what they want to do.
Story for the God.
Nigeria be expired in 2014. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká pín kólókólókó máa lọ. Káwa Yorùbá ká lọ bójú tó ọ̀rọ̀ ara wa. A ní ìdèjì láti lò. A ní lo tablet àgbòlání àti èkì rárá bí ayélujára bí lẹ́ràn bí àwùsàtálẹ̀ bí àwọn nǹkan tá ní ìdè nìyẹn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. A ní nígbà tí wọ́n kó wa lẹ́rú tó kún bẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ níbi ìtẹ́kọ̀ wọ́n wọ̀ ọ̀nà kan tó kún ìdí ẹ̀sìn ni. Wọ́n yìnbọn sí Yorùbá kò rán. Wọ́n sọ alága kò rán. Wọ́n sọ alága kò rán. Wọ́n jẹ́ wọ́n yìnbọn tó máa tẹ̀ jáde. Nínú àwọn ìwọlé lẹ́yìn kí ló máa lọ sí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀sìn agbéwálé wọn lọ́wọ́. Ìyẹn ní Kìrìsìtẹ́nì. Ẹ wo wèrè wájà. Ẹ wo wèrè nígbà tó wá yá ó tó wá kọ̀ọ̀bù jáde àwọn Abẹ́òkúta àwọn olómìnira àwọn British lọ. wọ́n gbogbo lórí iṣẹ́ wọ́n gbogbo sínú bàtà wọ́n gbogbo sínú oúnjẹ wọn náà ṣe bá dé wọ́n kò òyìnbó lọ́tọ̀ òkúta ó padà délé òtútù sí ẹ̀wọ̀n wèrè wọ́n pa Abíọ́lá wọ́n gbẹ́jọba fún sọ́nẹ́gàn ṣé tẹ́lẹ̀ náà fi ṣe wèrè wọ́n pa Abíọ́lá wọ́n ní kájọ́ ọba àgbàdo kí wọ́n àtọ̀jú mọ́ ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ tí ó bá jẹ́ kẹ̀kẹ́ wọn àlè tó yẹ kó gbà nítorí ajé wèrè nítorí ajé wèrè nítorí ajé wèrè. These young people, they did deceive you. Why they do like this? People like this now? One day you must ask them, oh, you don't go ask them. You must ask. When the time is ready, we go ask. Everybody say yeah, yeah.
It's too much. This government is too much for this country. Please, if government work, if they cannot protest, we Yaloja, we go open our yansh, we go open our bread, we go protest. Too much government is too much for this country. For before you win, we go suffer. The government is too much. Please, make them find solution for this thief. It's too much. Garri 2,000 naira. This is when my father brought me. I've now buy 1,000 naira pence of Garri. The selling is 2,000 naira now. It's too much. The government is too much. Even the rice, the liquor one rice of 1,200 naira. For what reason? It's too much, oh. To buy meat, you dey even the promoter dey rise up. It's 2 feet for the cargo. Oṣù cargo 1,200 naira. 3 of the pieces of.
I see what you say. Olú ti sú wa. Eku òkè bí eku mọ́. Ẹyẹ òkè bí ẹyẹ mọ́. Gàrí là ń mu sá èmi àtàwọn abí mi àlè jẹ ráìsì mọ́. Ẹ̀wà náà ti wọ́n. Gàrí ọ̀gá tuntun ti wá tù. Ó ti sú mi, orílẹ̀-èdè ti sú mi. Báyìí kọ́ ni wọ́n bá tẹ́lẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ní ọ̀la yìí ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n kà o. Ẹ̀kọ́ Awólọ́wọ̀ wọn kà àdéhùn máa sùkúù mọ́. Ayé yín ó dáa. Ó ti sú wa o. Wọ́n bá wá nǹkan sí i àti politi. Ẹ rí pé orí mi gan ti pa. Ó ti sú wa o. Ó ti sú wa o. Orílẹ̀-èdè wọn bá wá nǹkan ṣe sí o. Ráìsì ti di àyìn. Gàrí ti round 2. Mo tún gbọ́ pé ráìsì ti di 80,000 àpò. Wọ́n bá wá nǹkan ṣe sí i. Tá a bá tún wá bẹ́ẹ̀ rẹ̀ pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ epo 580. Sorry 680 700 là ń rà. Kí ló dé kí la ṣe? Àwa akórópè gbogbo ẹ̀pọ̀n ní ọmọ gbóná lálẹ́ tá a mọ̀ fún mi wẹ́ẹ̀kì ẹ̀ pẹ́pẹ́ kan ọmọ lànà. Àní rí kankan. Epo náà ní ń pa lọ. Owó skul fíìsì àmọ́ mi wò rí san báyìí.
Sínú nǹkan tó ń sọ́fà.
I have nothing new to say.
People are hungry.
Let them die. It's their fault. Yeah, I'm supporting Tinubu 100%.
You're supporting Tinubu.
100% to deal with Nigerians. People like you. So that when next election comes, I will now see whether when people bring money, you will vote for them or you will do your conscience. I have nothing new to say.
People are hungry.
Let them die. It's their fault. Yeah, I'm supporting Tinubu 100%.
You're supporting Tinubu.
100% to deal with Nigerians. People like you. So that when next election comes, I will now see whether when people bring money, you will vote for them or you will do your conscience. I have nothing new to say.
People are hungry.
Let them die. It's their fault. Yeah, I'm supporting Tinubu 100%.
You're supporting Tinubu.
100% to deal with Nigerians. People like you. So that when next election comes, I will now see whether when people bring money, you will vote for them or you will do your conscience.
Igboho, or whatever you have said, you see, it's not ignorable in the circumstance that we have found ourselves. It cannot be used positively to make peace, rather than condemn him, ask him to go, they should arrest him and put him behind bars. That's not the story now. The situation we have found ourselves calls for everyone to come to round table and appeal to their people. Sunday Igboho might not be the best of persons, but the fact remains, when crises, when they come from the lower cadre people in the society, and they're the ones that can talk to their people. The big men stay in their house, send people out to go and resolve it. My appeal is that Sunday Igboho, no matter how stupid or how you perceive him, he must be brought and be used positively in the resolution of this crisis. So that's my view. So,
àtúrọ̀mọ́ pure water báyìí pé kó lọ ra pure water wa pure water ń sì ó ti di báàgì méjì 500 kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ èwo ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí kí ló tún kọ pure water omi tá fi ń dáná omi tá fi ń dáná kí ló dé pé gbogbo nǹkan báyìí ìnira ti pọ̀ jù Lagos State yìí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tẹ́ ń ta pure water láti inú mọ́tò méjì 500 méjì báàgì méjì 500 láti inú mọ́tò àwọn tó máa tún tà kọ́lé ló máa tà kí ló pé ìnira á pọ̀ jù ní Nàìjíríà ìnira ti pọ̀ jù àtìgbà tí Buhari ti bọ́lẹ̀ báyìí ni Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ ló ti gbé ìfẹ́ lọ kò sífẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́ ìnira ayé ti pọ̀ jù epo wọn àsọ̀rọ̀ gàrí wọn àsọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo nǹkan wọn àsọ̀rọ̀ ṣé bí ọ̀tà omi dáàmú lẹ́tún jẹ́ kó wọ́n omi tó tó omi tó lọ́ọ̀ ń dà tó ń ṣe pé bóyá pé kíní òun lẹ́tún jẹ́ kó wọ́n níbo la ń lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà níbo la ń lọ báyìí níbo la ń lọ tó bá yẹ pé ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo èyí máa fi sọ́ọ̀f tó bá yẹ pé ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo ìjà tí àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù ń jẹ yìí táàbì ní jẹ mọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká kúkú jagun ẹ tó bá máa kú kó kú ẹ tó bá máa yè kó yè ìnira àtẹ́ni wọn lára yóò ti pọ̀ jù ẹ̀yin nìkan lè gbádùn kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gan ṣẹ́ ìrẹ́gbẹ́ ayé wọlé sílẹ̀ yìí why we something be like this ẹja tí màá dùn ń dé mẹ̀nẹ̀já ìròsùn ìtìjọ́ ló máa tó dùn.
Ibi tá a jẹ ṣíkìnì dé o àwọn adìyẹ tún sá fún wa ẹni tó bá rántí orin yẹn bá mi fi sí comment section kí n lọ wá lórí YouTube Òbésèrè ó ní ibi tá a jẹ ṣíkìnì dé o àwọn adìyẹ tún sá fún wa ẹni tó bá rántí title ẹ bá mi fi sínú comment section ẹ̀yà olówó ò fi sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ olówó mu gàrí àti ṣíkìnì níjọ́ Jímọ̀ olóyin ẹ̀já sì máa dùn ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ̀já sì máa dùn gbogbo iná rẹ̀ máa rí ṣíkìnì àti gàrí mu ẹ má kọ̀ǹpléènì sí Tinubu wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Jagaban kí ló sọ onímẹ́sẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà Jagaban ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kí lẹ́yìn sọ ó yá.
Very clear. We made a declaration saying that it's too late for restructuring in Nigeria. You will remember in 1962 there was a massive problem in Nigeria when Awolowo was arrested. Our people talked to us. There was crisis for over 4 years that led to the coup. There was a Yoruba meeting of elders called the Yoruba Leaders of Thought. We relented. The thing continued. Yoruba has continued to lose ground since that time. In 1993, there was the annulment of the June 12 election. Shiju Ade, the former army, spoke and said Yoruba should go ahead and conduct an election. We did. It led to nothing. The same thing happened in 1988, just before they handed over to the democratic elected government. Yoruba did not want to go for anything like Nigeria again. But then, it failed. Look at where we are. Yoruba has been losing ground since 1914 and we are just tired. We are not for restructuring. It's too late for restructuring in Nigeria. It's too late for sovereign national conference. It's too late for resource control. What we want now is Oduduwa Republic. And we are very categorical about that. We have made that very clear. We have made declarations and we are very serious about our demands. Every religion just go to its own thing. Yoruba wants to be on its own because the problem that Yoruba has is Nigeria. Nigeria is the problem, is the impediment to Yoruba development. Is the impediment to Yoruba development. Without Nigeria, we won't be where we are. 1962, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at what we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The patience of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
Ẹ bá ìyá mi o. Ẹ lè sá o.
Ẹ lẹ́wọ̀ ẹ̀ka kan.
Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ mọ̀ mí.
Rárá sà.
Èmi ló èsì mọ̀ yín. Èmi táwọn ìwọ̀n èsì pásítọ̀ o. Wọ́n ti sáfà. Àmọ́ mo lẹ́bùn ràn.
Ẹ máa ríran.
Màmá ríran. Mo ṣe bọ̀ látọ̀ ọ̀kan tí mo wò yín. Ìyàmú mi rí i pé gbègbè kí mi ẹ̀rí ìgbé kí mi ọba ebi ló ń parí. Èmi náà ju ìgbà kan. Èmi náà láìpẹ́ yìí. Nǹkan tí mo rí ọ̀gá gbàgbé pé wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ní fọ́ọ̀tì. Ó dẹ̀ padà yìí.
ẹ bọ́ ìdá mi o ẹ sá o
ẹ lẹ́wọ̀ ẹ ká sọ̀rọ̀.
Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ mọ̀ mí èmi ní èsì mọ̀ yín èmi táwọn òun èsì pásítọ̀ o wọn sì sáfà àmọ́ mo lẹ́bùn ràn.
Ẹ máa rí wọn.
Màmá ẹ rí wọn mo ṣe bọ̀ látọ̀ ọ̀kan tí mò ń wò yín ìyàmú mi rí i pé
gbé kí mi ẹni gbé kí mi ọba ebi ló ń parí èmi náà ju ìgbà kan èmi náà láìpẹ́ yìí nǹkan tí mo rí ẹ̀gbọ́n dájú pé wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbẹ́ ní fort ó dẹ̀ padà ní ẹgbẹ́ pa.
ọ̀rọ̀ náà ní pé kìí ṣe pé orí ni ebi ní ó parí.
èmi ò ní ìfẹ́ gbà àwọn ọmọ mi rí.
ẹ̀sìn mú mi sá lórí ẹ̀sẹ̀ náà.
Olùdó ní ọ̀rọ̀
ó kù jẹ́ mo ti bá sọ fún pé ìyá kan ní sínú àgbo ilé yìí nù.
ọ̀gbìn náà wà ní èmi yá tí wọ́n sọ ẹ̀yọ́ àti ẹ̀tọ́ yìí tó bojú mọ́tò. ọ̀gbẹ́bà mi ní nǹkan ti sọ̀gá gbọ́ ti ṣèlú ara mi.
ẹ̀lọ́gà tẹ̀ wá.
gbogbo ọ̀la ti rí ìrìn lórí rẹ̀.
Nítorí ìgbẹ́jú kéèyàn mẹ́rin nà lọ. Kọ́ni èèyàn ṣe ní ìrìnà ń gbé bí ọ̀dàdà fọ́ mẹ́kọ́.
Ẹ̀wọ̀ ká máa dùn káwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wa. Ní tó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ àlábà mi ra ìgbọ́dù náà.
Àmì nílá yìí.
Ó yẹ ṣàdéyàn kan tí ó ní ọjọ́ mi ra.
Ẹ̀wọ̀n tí ó yẹ fún èèyàn kan lókè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ka ilé mi rẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ìlọ́wọ́ àgbà wípé àbáyé ka sáàmù láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ dópin. Nítorí ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀ nílé ká. Àwọn kan báyìí kà pé ẹ̀kan mú iye díẹ̀.
Ó bá jẹ́ ọ̀nà sáàmù ìṣèṣẹ́ mi kò ẹgbẹ́ ìjọba wa jẹ́ mi. Gbogbo ọ̀gbìn ọlọ́run ẹja ìsílẹ̀ káwa dùn.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Hey!
when this collapse comes, and it's going to come, we in the UK are going to need to have some serious reflection on mistakes that have been made, and especially our foreign policy in history. And we're going to have to rely on these nations that we've been stealing from for years to deal with us, because we need them. We're not like Russia. We're not self-sufficient. Russia has its own oil, its own food, it doesn't have to import anything. It can survive without the world. We, a tiny little island, do not have that luxury. We need to import. That's why we've stolen so much shit in the history. So, what happens, do you think, in the next decade as African countries are rising and getting more powerful, and the Western countries that had them under their heel for so long, like the UK where I live, are on the way down and their economies are collapsing? What help do you think we're going to get from those countries that are becoming more powerful? How do you think that the Africans are going to look towards the English with regards to trade deals and buying their uranium off them if we need to? They're not going to look too kindly, are they? Especially if there's absolutely no apologies whatsoever. And as far as I can tell, this country doesn't apologise for jack shit. And the reason it doesn't apologise is because if it apologised for the stuff that it's done, it'd have to start giving back all of the stuff that it's stolen. I've spent hours inside the British Museum. That place is an absolute... It's a treasure trove. It's incredible. And it's nearly all nicked. And we're going to have to, in the UK, in the West, really start looking at our place in the world and really start looking as to whether we really do value the things that we say we do. I saw somebody earlier saying, you know, this is what the West do. They just play pretend. It's no wonder the West now accept a man being a woman if he just identifies as one, because we in the UK have been identifying as a nation that is on the side of law and order, a nation that values free speech as it's censoring everybody, a nation that values freedom of the press and is a shining light and a beacon for freedom of the press throughout the world, whilst it's literally torturing the best journalists the world has ever seen in its capital. We say we are these things. Our government says them all the time. The diplomats are like that. But it's just all hot air. Nothing we do as a country backs up what these people are saying the country is. Nothing. I love my country, and that's what I want my country to turn into, to be. I think it's the most patriotic thing a person can do. But when I talk about these things, people call me a Putin puppet. They've been propagandised to such a degree. They don't know their allies when they meet them. And we've got some serious apologising to do in this country. To all of these nations that we have stolen from, to all of these nations whose leaders we've helped assassinate and overthrow, all of these coups that we've done around the world in countries just because we didn't like what they did. So we killed them and we overthrew them and we put in a dictator who created a secret service and was just brutal to the people in that country. We didn't care. As long as we carried on getting the oil. We're meant to be a country that cares about these things, that cares about truth and honesty and justice. This country prides itself on the UK justice system. Well, there's no greater injustice in this world right now than the imprisonment of Julian Assange, and we're the ones doing it in the UK. And to all those people in Africa
Rise up. I'm in the West and I'm fighting for you. And I tell you, we really are the people in the country, the people in the UK, the people in this chat in the UK who know the truth. We're on your side. We want our country to be the things that it says it is, and it's clearly not. And I really do wish to see the rise of Africa. I would love to see. And we're seeing at the moment the rise of Russia and China. I'd love Africa to go with that as well. But this is not good for the West, especially if we carry on.
None of you can deny that what I'm saying is the truth. You know it's the truth. But either you won't write it, or you're too cowardly to speak it, because you want some favor here or favor there. So because you can't talk, you are muzzled. I'm not. I'm a free black man. And I didn't come here looking for a handout. And I really don't think you need one. Your problem is that you think you need a handout. Everything you need is right under your foot, but you looking everywhere else for help instead of to yourself and what you can produce for yourself. This is Africa's dilemma. You are parading yourself before the world as international beggars when you gave civilization to the world. Your problem is not America. Your problem is not Israel. Your problem is not Britain. Your problem is your disunity and your dependence on others to do for you what you could do for yourself. So I don't have to come back here anymore to help you. The help is already here. The knowledge is already here. The land is here. The sun is here. The water is here. The minerals are here. You have some of the finest minds in the world. They're in Europe and they're in America making money while Africa suffers. Why don't we create politically stable environment and call the children of Africa back home to help build Africa? We are your children, and we will come and help. But don't expect us to come with billions of dollars when we don't have it. We're struggling in America. But you got it all right here under your foot. And you should be ashamed not to look to yourself, begging white folk to give you what you could give yourself. What I said today, which one of these countries is going to give you $20 million? America's not going to give you $20 million. You got it right here, but your disunity won't allow you to prove it. It's your fault.
And you got to accept that responsibility. That is why my message is atonement, reconciliation, and responsibility. We got to stop blaming everything on somebody else and see what is our responsibility.
Ọlọ́run ni mo ti wẹ̀ fún ẹ o gbogbo nǹkan tó náà fún bàbá mi láyé kò bàbá mi ò tí ì yọ̀ǹda mẹ́sàn-án fún mi níbẹ̀ ó kọ̀ mí dúdú bàbá mi lọ. gbogbo àdìbọ́lẹ̀ bọ́dọ̀ sí bàbá mi ojúmọ̀ ní mọ́kọ́ mọ́ dàkọ̀ mí nìkan àyídàkẹ́ sọ ń dáadáa tàbí kẹ́ sọ burúkú ẹ̀ sàásọ̀ kan omi lọ́lọ́run fún bí n bá sì kú ẹ̀ lè gbà sí èmi ṣe. Ọlọ́run ni mo fi wẹ̀ fún ẹ o gbogbo nǹkan tó náà fún bàbá mi láyé kò bàbá mi ò tí ì yọ̀ǹda mẹ́sàn-án fún mi níbẹ̀ ó kọ̀ mí dúdú bàbá mi lọ. gbogbo àdìbọ́lẹ̀ bọ́dọ̀ sí bàbá mi ojúmọ̀ ní mọ́kọ́ mọ́ dàkọ̀ mí nìkan àyídàkẹ́ sọ ń dáadáa tàbí kẹ́ sọ burúkú ẹ̀ sàásọ̀ kan omi lọ́lọ́run fún bí n bá sì kú ẹ̀ lè gbà sí èmi ṣe.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di bá ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ á máa gbé wálẹ̀. Ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀. Á di bá ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di bá ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ á máa gbé wálẹ̀. Ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀. Igbowo! Yoruba nation! Yoruba nation! Yoruba nation!
I just want to leave you with this thought. The revolutionary government in Niger has just increased the price of uranium that it exports on the world market to 200 euros per kilogram. It was previously paying, or rather charging, 80
cents. The French were getting Niger's uranium for 80 cents per kilogram. And the world market price is 200 euros per kilogram, which is what little Macron will have to pay from now on. You see, it pays to stand up for your rights. That's what the people in Niger have done. It remains to be seen if the people in Nigeria will now do the same.
lọ́sàn-án ni wọ́n ṣá obìnrin lẹ́yìn kí ní káwọn ọmọ mi jẹ́ ká lọ àfẹ́ máa lọ mẹ́kọ́ àfọ̀n torí àwọn iná ń pè káwọn ò lè lóko wọ́n ẹnìkan gbogbo ọ̀nà ká pèlè àgbòrò ẹnìkan kan ò lè lóko wọ́n wà lówódé tọ́lọ́ láwọn fúlàní kan yìnbọn wá sókè ìgbàlódé àná so tension wà ń bẹ̀ mo ní káwọn ọmọ jẹ́ ká lọ àwọn àti 20 wọ́n wà lókè ròdì sùn búrẹ́dì 2000 ni mo ní kọ́ lọ rà àwọn tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ kan tí ò ṣe yẹn kan àwọn àgbà sálárì àwọn àti ògbẹ́ wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àmọ̀tẹ́kùn sùn wọ́n náà lọ kọ́ líìsì wọ́n fọ́ máa lọ rẹ́gísà níbi kan àwọn tó lọ rẹ́gísà lọ́dọ̀ wọn yẹn sáwọn òsínlù látijọ́ yìí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ìgbésẹ̀ àwọn náà gbé mẹ́ ó yẹ kí gbogbo àjọ wà lórí fíìdì nínú àwọn tá à gbowó àwọn ń pàfọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n sì ní òkú àbí táwọn èèyàn rí gangan I didn't even see their performance but tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí òun mọ̀ ní kí n kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kí sẹ́ríkì tó sọ̀rọ̀ mo mọ̀ kí díẹ̀ ní sẹ́ríkì aṣọ tí ẹ bá fẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àbí ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ àwọn àgbààgbà kan sì wà nínú kára yẹn tó yẹ pé wọ́n ń ṣe inside meeting lábẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn àgbààgbà kan sì wà nínú kára yẹn àwọn àgbà yẹn ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn yìí mọ̀ pé àwa ò lè lọ ilẹ̀ haúsá mo ti sọ láàfin rí àwa ò lè lọ ilẹ̀ haúsá ká máa lọ sáyàwó wọn lójoojúmọ́ ká máa rẹ́pọ̀ ọmọ wọn àwọn kíní tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń jẹta ni òun mú fi hàn yẹn ẹni tó ń gé lórí ẹni tó ń dúnú gbogbo abúlé tó ń finá sí tí wọ́n bí Yorùbá kan dákó lọ ṣerú ẹ̀ náà tí Yorùbá yẹ pé mi ti súnmọ́ ọlọ́pàá mo súnmọ́ ọlọ́pàá ni àti pé mo rí polóyè ìlú ni mí ni mo ṣe ń kọ̀tún ara mi ohun tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú òkú tèmi ti ń rí láti jẹ lò á ti sọ́ọ̀dà torí tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Fúlàní kan nísìn orúkọ mi yóò dàbújá ìjọ ẹni wọn gbọ́ ìjọ mo ti sẹ́ẹ̀fù Fúlàní wọn gbọ́ o wọn ní kọ́lọ́pàá máa wá mi o ìjọ tí n bá tó bá dé pé owó bá di pé àwa náà bá ṣéǹjì ojú ìgbà yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ gbogbo ọwọ́ agbára tí wọ́n lè fi frustrate yẹ tó òfin ní dá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mọ́ ni wọ́n máa ṣe so eléyìí ìjókòó tẹ́ ń pè ní ìjókòó àlàáfíà yìí ìjókòó àlàáfíà kọ́ àwọn ìjókòó àlàáfíà àwọn step 1 àwọn ọmọ wọn wà ń pápá nsìn wọ́n ń bá àwọn ọmọ wa fà á jọ ẹ pé ọjọ́ ọ̀dọ̀ sáìdì nsìn kẹ béèrè ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ pé ìgbà ẹ béèrè pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú igbó wọn sùn ẹ pé gan aládé lọ ẹ ní kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ pé johun pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n pe fóònù kan kí n gbé sí síkà àwọn náà wà lọ́hùn pé ọ̀dọ̀ yín sìn kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ fún yín so èmi ò lọ́wọ́ púpọ̀ o tí àwọn sẹ́ríkì torí bí.
Oya olórí burúkú mà ìgbálẹ̀ ló máa jẹ lẹ́yìn ìgbálẹ̀ ló máa jẹ stop lying tó bá tún jáde lọ́wọ́ tó bá tún jáde lọ tó bá tún sọ anything ṣé APC lọ́dún ẹ wá ṣé PDP lọ́dún ẹ wá olóṣì woman ẹ gbá ló máa jẹ ṣé kí n nà sí tẹ bá ti ní kí n nà sí màá nà sí ṣé kí n túbọ̀ nà ẹ ní yes tẹ bá fẹ́ kí n nà sí ẹ sọ pé yes ó ẹ dá mi lóhùn náà tẹ bá fẹ́ kí n nà dúpẹ́ sí ẹ sọ pé yes ó yá olóṣì ẹ jẹ́ tí àwọn tí àwọn yẹn tó wá sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ báyìí bàbá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé máa sọ fáwọn èèyàn kò ti gba country mọ́ kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ ní United Nations different nations ṣé máa parọ́ fún ọmọ Yorùbá wọn kò ti gba country ìrọ́rùn nǹkan lórí burúkú ṣé máa parọ́ fáwọn èèyàn ṣé máa parọ́ láti parọ́ fáwọn èèyàn mọ́ tó bá ti jáde lọ́dọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ àti ṣọ́ ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àti wá nù ẹ dáadáa mo máa nù ẹ fàyà ni pépà ìgbọ́dọ̀ fà jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ dúró a máa lé dáadáa ó lè ṣòwò mà ìwọ kẹ.
Owó lábí ti kú kalẹ̀ abọ́lórí, oyè gbà mí kú kalẹ̀ ní owó kò mí, ẹ̀gbọ́n dárí lé ọmọ tó jọ mí kò.
This state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them.
Ẹ pàdé mi lálẹ́ nígbà yẹn la máa ṣe program Yorùbá Nation no going back.